Explain to me.
Wait a second. Hi, everyone. Happy Halloween. Oh, God damn it. Damn it. I meant to play the other fucking one. I never uploaded it yet. Okay. All right. Sorry. I have a new, well, not new intro. It's an old intro, but I found my Halloween intro, my old Halloween intro that Reagan made for me. But I keep forgetting to play it. Okay, there we go. Hi, how is everyone? Happy Halloween. So this is my Mad Hatter costume. Although I'm not going to be wearing much of it now that it's like late at night and midnight and Halloween's already over and I'm not really dressed up that much. I don't want to be dressed up anymore. So, hi Sue Elliott. Hi Reagan. Hi April. Hi Cool Gamer. So, how was everyone's Halloween? I hope well. I'm so used to looking at the light when I stream, and now I'm using a different light. It's above the camera, so I'm going to keep probably looking up at the light like I'm just so used to. Hi, Megan. Hi, Lily. Oh, boy. So, I have not. I probably shouldn't have really streamed, to be honest. I don't really have anything to stream about right now because I haven't been online at all. I'm still kind of catching up with shit today. Oh, this is interesting. Oh, okay. So someone apparently hasn't really listened to the streams lately I've done, but you know, I'm not. Oh, I'll respond to it in the comments. I'm not going to get into that now. It's not even about what this stream is about anyway. So whatever. Sorry, I'm just catching up on my notifications and everything now, and. Okay, can't get off of the keyboard. Come on. So, where should I start? Should I start on Instagram or should I start on Facebook? Really, Cat? Oh, wait a minute. Instagram. I have to go to here on Instagram. That's right. Because I went like an idiot. I burned my Instagram sock. So Katie ended up blocking me. So but I just have to go into incognito. Cat? No. Oh, that's why you're up here. Because you think you're gonna get some of my drink. But you can't. You're not 21 yet. Stop. I'm gonna lose about this cat. No, kitty. Tell me, is everyone else's cat like this persistent? Huh? What are you doing? You can't have any. You're not 21. Okay, I didn't have any trick-or-treaters because it's cold here. And we hit snow. Aw. I don't even know if I had to work all day, all night. I worked for 11 hours today, so I don't even know if we had trick-or-treaters. Oh, you had like 300-400 kids in your neighborhood, Sueli? Oh, that had been fun. So we're just gonna go to Facebook for now. No, Cat, you can't have any. No, go away. I can't believe this cat. She's not, and she just ate too. So it's not even like she's starving and she's like, "Oh, I smell food." No. Um, so first we're gonna go over, we're gonna go over that, and then we're gonna go over the new filing from the 7M lawsuit. Do you mind? 1 second though, while I hurry up and finish this drink and get it out of reach so she can stop Come on, I know. What the hell? Okay, there. Now maybe I can stop being distracted. So I'm gonna check this out first. Ow. So I noticed, or a couple people told me to check out Katie's Facebook page, or her Facebook post or whatever. They actually they sent me a link to a Twitter post though, but it came from her Facebook page. So I thought I'd just pull it up from the source. So here we have from 6 hours ago. She says the new accusation is that reporting on Josh Duggar's criminal trial, which involved testimony of child SA, equals Katie Joy teaching followers how to SA a child. They also falsely believe that I viewed Daisy's destruction and that I'm in love with Josh Duggar. Please be better humans than these. Please be better than these humans. To which I have to say, she absolutely, well, she didn't teach people how to essay a child. I mean, I don't think that these were instructions like specifically for that. She instructed people how Josh Duggar had essayed a child. And okay, here's the thing. Like, I think that the majority of people, when it comes to subject matter like that, they feel incredibly uncomfortable hearing certain words and just very direct and actually descriptive and informative words in which to describe such a thing, that when we hear that, it kind of disgusts us. So, and that's just upon hearing it. When we think about actually saying these words and saying these things, it's even worse. This is why the majority of people just don't say these things, and they sure as hell just don't say these things like any other words. If and when we are in a position where we have to say such things or put things together, phrase things a direct and factual way like this, it's usually because we have to, like in a court of law or something like that, or filing some sort of report where we have to be definitive. Most people don't go around using it for content on YouTube and freely, willingly, without pause or concern, say these things. Most people don't do that. Katie Joy's not most people, because she has no qualms about saying these words and describing these things and using the actual terminology in which to do it. Like, it doesn't seem to phase her at all. That's kind of disturbing for most people. Now, I'm not saying that people who are disturbed, like they have a reason to be disturbed, like she's fucked up because of it. I don't know. I don't have the degree to make such determinations, but I'm just saying that it's disturbing for me and for most people, I think, to bear witness to such behavior, because that behavior is disturbing. So that's all I'm saying here. That's what I'm pointing out. So in that regard, yeah, she absolutely fucking did that. Absolutely. And I I kind of wonder sometimes if she's in love with Josh Duggar. I'll be honest. But no, she's correct that there are some people who believe that well, not that I don't know if anyone actually believes that she viewed it, but there are some people who believe that she um, claimed to have viewed it. That she said in a live stream that she had viewed the content that Josh Duggar had downloaded, and there's even some people who claim that she made the statement that she had viewed it in Unirec's server. I never heard any such thing. I never heard her say she viewed it. I never heard her say anything about Unirec's server regarding it. The only thing I heard her say, and I actually still have this dream that I'm about to explain, is her saying that she was researching the guy who made the movie, and upon researching him, she came across some photos, some stills from the movie, one of which led back to Facebook, and that's what she just explained. So yeah, a broken clock is right twice a day, and hell, even Katie can be right once in a while. Anyway, so she goes on to say, or she shared the screenshot here from Sarah Morgan. Why did you, without a crystal ball, why did you find it necessary to teach your followers how to digitally essay a child? How can anyone ever watch/support you after that very sick pedo behavior? And this is the thing, like it seems like the majority of people who are comfortable just saying and depicting these things are ones who are comfortable with these things, period, or are ones that work in the medical field and they pretty much have to use this terminology and they have to speak candidly, and they're conditioned to do that, I think. So that's all I'm saying. I'm not saying anything else. So Katie says, reporting on a criminal trial is not teaching followers how to digitally essay a child. Go back to the haters cult, where critical thinking isn't required and conspiracies run wild. To which I say she was not reporting on the trial when she did that. This was before that. This was her demonstrating what was reported, the information she got from the police report regarding Josh Duggar and his sisters. That's when she went into graphic detail, complete with like demonstrations with her hands and shit on what it was Josh Duggar had done. So this had nothing to do with a criminal trial, not a fucking thing. So yeah, she's lying there. She's flat out lying. What? These are the types of people that also believe teaching children the proper terms for their body parts is grooming. No, I fully agree with that. They should be taught the proper terms for their body parts. Absolutely. No one thinks that that's grooming. I mean, really? And that's not what Katie did. Katie wasn't teaching her child proper terminology. No, that's not what she was fucking doing. Yeah, definitely, Karen. Or are you just concerned that your children will be able to effectively communicate if they're say? Katie's not a TV show for kids, okay? She's not a YouTube channel for kids. So this has nothing to do with kids and what terminology they use. No one's talking about that, okay? I agree. Kids should know this proper terminology for that very reason that this commentator states. Absolutely. But Katie's not a kids show, and she wasn't talking to kids in her fucking live stream when she demonstrated exactly how Josh Duggar did this. I'm really much impressed by your profile and personalities. I also admire your sense of humor on here. I don't usually write on the comment section, but I think you deserve the compliment. I would like to be your friend if you don't mind. Oh, is this one of those bot things? Because I've seen this, like, I want to say I've seen this statement, like this comment, like verbatim, like on so many posts. Like just someone said, oh my God, dude, you're a really cool person. I could tell from your profile. Let's be friends. The blame goes to Josh. The blame of what Katie did goes to Josh. I don't know about that. Wow, so you're teaching followers about SA, more like their cult is condoning SA and open predators. Candy, what the fuck are you talking about? And to say you are in love with Josh, that's the most disgusting and disrespectful thing I've heard in a long time. No, it's not. Have you listened to Katie? You want to talk about the most disrespectful shit you've heard in a long time? Yo, we don't hold a candle to her. You got to know that. Thanks for telling the truth. The truth. You would think they would get a Charlie horse muscle spasm with how far they had to reach for that. You mean for how far we had to reach for depicting and talking and showing what it is she did? Yeah, we had to reach real fucking far for that. I don't know why these people are so hell bent on destroying you. No one, who the fuck's trying to destroy her? You see, this comments like that is what kill me because the thing that people put out there or expose or whatever are her own words, are her own statements, are her own texts, typings, whatever. So if that's being hell bent on destroying her, well, then you are agreeing that the only thing that can really destroy Katie is Katie. No? Well, she has to say someone for her content, even if it's stupid. Or who's what is Sarah? Is what? I don't. I who the hell is Cheryl even talking about? I don't know. Maureen, I don't think you're kidding. I think you know that you do know. I think that she loves Joshy, which I fucking hate. Why would you say Joshy? They just I don't care, man. That just sounds wrong. What? Hey, what do you expect from the same people who think Josh is innocent and was set up by liberals? Who do you think Sarah is, dude? Like, who do you think that Katie's trying to fucking like put the spotlight on here? Like, you might want to look into that a little bit first. The people that believe these false accusations would believe the world is flat. I just said fat. I just said the world is fat. That's funny. That's ridiculous. Report on a trial is not doing anything except to speak truth. Exactly. I fully agree with you. But this wasn't about the trial. It wasn't. Seems like some people over there will really just fucking believe anything. Just throwing pasta. Well, Katie does remind me as fucking like pasta, like a wet noodle or something. So you may be onto something there, Tiffany. Bless her cotton socks. Yo, Sarah, Judy seems to know what kind of socks you're wearing. I'd be concerned about that if I were you. Oh, see, here's that same exact comment again. See, okay, so it is one of those bad things. All right. Must be a troll if it's not that person is sadly very intelligent. Oh my god, that hurt my brain to read. What? Huh, I'm confused. Like, if I read how to dig essay, I'd follow and essay a child. It just laughable. Idiots got it. Idiots got it. Wow. Okay, I'm gonna shut up because I'm not gonna. I'm gonna shut up. So I think that's the only one, anyways, that I want to go over. Okay. Oh, poor kitty. This poor cat has been trying to escape from Katie for I don't know how long now. I mean, like I've done a few like awareness videos for on behalf of the cat, but I don't think it did any good. Because the cat still seems to apparently be there right now. Like 3 times now that poor cat tried to escape, but Katie just fucking shits on that fucking cat's hopes and dreams every time it gets close. Oh my god, poor Darwin or whatever. All right, so there's that. All right, so now I thought we'd go on to the core piling. Wasn't Katie drunk during that Josh Finger show? I don't know if she was drunk. I mean, it was one of her Instagram lives, so I think it's safe to say she probably was, but I don't know. I don't know. See, her drinking never bothered me. I never really paid much attention to it, even though I know a lot of other people pointed it out. And I'm not saying that they're wrong to point it out. Maybe it just looks like way too normal for me because like I literally 10 bar for a living. So I'm like always seeing people who are drinking. So it just doesn't even register with me. I don't really care. So I don't really know when she's been drunk or whatever. But I'm gonna put a link here in the chat. I'm gonna try and remember put it in the description, but I think we all know how likely that is. I really gotta get better at doing that. Actually, I'm gonna put 2 links in here. So the first link I'm gonna put in there. This is a link to a video, like a montage video I did about a year ago. This video is a whole bunch of clips that oops, don't play. There's a whole bunch of clips that I just, cut out and I put together of Katie Joy explaining these types of things because there were a lot of them. And this was a year ago. There's probably even more now. I don't know. But I just wanted to show people just exactly what it is I saw when she would explain these things. And this seemed to be, it's, I don't know if it was one of her like favorite subject matters or whatever. I would like to think it's not, but she talked about these things with the same amount of, I don't want to say gleefulness, but it wasn't quite like that, but with the same amount of just uppity kind of emotion or whatever, like she did with most other things. Like there was no, like when she didn't talk about these things like they were dire, like they were miserable, like they were upsetting. She seemed more than happy to discuss them is really probably the best way in which I can explain that. And what is going on my phone? Okay, so that's what this is. This first link comes with a huge trigger warning. Do not watch this if you are easily triggered by such discussions or even like anything regarding these things. Don't watch them because I didn't edit anything out. I didn't redact anything. I specifically went and looked for the clips in which she's talking about these things and very openly and candidly and descriptively, and even with the physical demonstrations, really. Because like I said at the end of the video, well, I didn't say I put it in text up on the screen, but what I said, because normally videos I make, I'll do member shout out at the end. I didn't want to do member shout outs at this one because I didn't want to tie anyone's name to this video, really. It was, kind of like, I don't regret posting the video. I don't, but and when I was done making the video, part of me was like, I'm kind of sick that I made this video. I'm sick that I was able to make this video. Like part of me really wish I didn't put myself through it and make this video. I knew I wouldn't regret posting it, but just, it was difficult. It was difficult to listen to. I'll just leave it at that. Anyway. And just think about this. So if upon hearing the things that she says and everything in this video, if that is just as difficult for you as I'm saying it is, then how is it not difficult for her to say these things and to say these things on YouTube? I mean, how is that? I really honestly and genuinely want to know how that is. Anyway, so here's the first link. So there's that. And then one other thing I wanted to share. So Vada did a stream last night. I saw it in a Facebook group, but I know she posted it to a few different platforms or whatever. And in the stream, she was discussing Katie Joy's. Oh my God, go away! Katie Joy's police report that she had filed like 16 years ago, maybe now. I don't know. It was 2007. Um, where Katie Joy had reported someone as for essaying her. Um, I have been of the belief this entire time that I fully believe her that this shit happened. You know, whatever. My whole thing with what happened with her telling her story with all the shit that she put out there wasn't what she talked about that happened in 2007 back then or whatever. It's the story she was telling then in 2020 about the officer, the investigating officer, because she suddenly started making all kinds of claims and accusations against him. And I thought that was fucked up, especially when I seen on her social media pages that some people who were claiming to live locally to her were starting to believe her, because then I couldn't help but to think, if people who live there start to think that the authorities there are doing these shit things when you go to report this crime to them, well, then these people aren't going to go out of their way. They're not going to report the crimes, period. And that's not good, you know. So if I'm hearing that, I did a few things to try to determine if the officer had in fact done his job, or if the officer had in fact been kind of corrupt like she was claiming. Long story short, I FOIA'd her police report. I did not put it out. I didn't put all of it out there. Katie herself had done 4 live streams telling the story in graphic detail and all kinds of detail in her usual detailed self. Then she put out dozens of tweets and posts across multiple platforms, naming the person she was accusing, his family, his family's businesses, naming the police department, naming the detective who was, working her case, and making all kinds of crazy accusations against everyone else and everything. So now, of course, she's taken everything down. She's removed it, probably because her alleged assailant's family, from what I hear, filed a cease and desist against her. So that's probably why she took the shit down. But none of that stuff is up anymore, is my point. So when people talk about this or whatever, I understand that people hear that there was a FOIA request and they think it's fucking horrible because they don't know everything that led up to it. And I get it. I understand. I would think that too. So all I'm doing is just trying to show people, explain to people what happened for the remaining events to happen. So this next video I'm sharing, I'm putting a link in there, is a video of a bunch of clips from the 4 streams that Katie did. Now, nothing. I took no clips of her talking about the alleged assault. No, nothing about that whatsoever. Everything I put in this video here is only the claims she was making against the police officer, against the detective. That's it. The only thing I redacted was his name and the precinct name. So I want to just share this too, so that if people want to question, I mean, I get people will still disagree with what I did, and whatever. I'm not saying I was right. I don't know if I was right, but it was right for me to do. I feel so. That's why I did. But I understand for other people, it may not be the right decision. That's fine. I don't fault that. I don't judge that. Whatever. It is what it is. I just don't want people to think I did it for reasons other than what I did it for. You can look at my reasoning for doing, you can sit there and say, yeah, no, Aaron, you were wrong. Hey, whatever, man. I accept it. We can agree to disagree and move on. But that's all. That's the only reason why I want to share it. So here we go. Okay, there's that. And now I'm going to go to the court website. What is it? It's that's why. Huh. Oh, there we go. Okay. The website's being temperamental, apparently. There we go. All right, so this is just so people know what it is I'm going to be reading here. This is, I'm going to take this off, it's making me hot. So each side has been required to hand over pieces of information and documents and stuff for discovery. But it appears, though, that Katie Joy's side is refusing to hand over many things that the 7M side is asking for discovery. So what this is a letter informing the court about their refusal and what it is they're refusing, so that the court knows that there is incomplete discovery on at least one side here of the court case or whatever. Because now the court's probably going to have to compel Katie Joy's side to hand over discovery. So yeah, but they have a hearing though on November 15th, so in like 2 weeks. So that's probably what's going to be discussed then. So, all right, so here we go. And I'm going to try and read through this kind of quick because now I have someone stopping over. So it says, Dear Judge, the purpose of this correspondence is to inform the court, pursuant to your order dated October 5th or October 6th, of the outstanding discovery issues in the above entitled court case, which is set for an in-person hearing on November 15th. Counsel for plaintiffs and defendants have met and gone over each of plaintiffs' requests and found the following to still be outstanding. The outstanding interrogatories are: number 9, state and specify, and not in a general fashion, the number of followers or subscribers defendants have purchased from January 2020 to the present. So in other words, there's 7M saying, please give us this information. How, what's the number of followers or subscribers you have purchased from January 2020 until today? And Katie Joy's side is not handing that over, apparently. Include the amount paid for this purchase and what platform these were purchased on. Number 11, state the name, address, and contact number of each and every person who provided information to defendants regarding 7M, Robert Shim, Miranda, all the parties. This includes any and all phone numbers, all other means of communications, apparently, from January 2020 to the present. Number 12, state the name, address, and contact number of each and every person to whom defendants shared information with. Number 14, state the name and address and contact of each and every person who provided information to and whom defendants Catherine Paulson and Without a Crystal Ball shared information with regarding, etc. Number 15, state the name, address, and contact information and date of contact of any reporters the defendants shared information with relating to the defendants. Interrogatory 16, state the name, address, and contact information for any third-party defendants have had contact regarding plaintiffs. For each third party, please provide the first date of contact and a summary of all matter which have been discussed. Number 17, what information was provided to you supporting your statement that 7M Robert Shin was involved in human trafficking? For each fact, statement, etc., please provide the name and contact info. Number 18, what information was provided to you supporting your statement that 7M is a cult? For each fact, yada, yada. Number 19, what information was provided to you supporting your statement that the, quote, worst part of this cult is that they are preying on Black dancers, exploiting them, and then making them believe that everyone is mad at them because they are Black? For each, okay. Number 21, what information was provided to you supporting your statement which maintains that Robert is instructed by God to teach young women about sex and that he induces them into joining his cult. Number 34. What information was provided to you supporting your statement that B Dash was a victim of the shins and that he was used to lure Miranda in? Number 40. What information was provided to you supporting your statement that the quote the Clippers are cutting ties with 7M? Number 41. What information was provided to you supporting your statement that 7M dancers are all falsely married to their spouses and are not allowed to live with each other? Outstanding request for a production of documents. Number 11. Produce any and all correspondence. This is, again, still part of the list of the things that are missing from discovery, from the interrogatories. Request 11. Produce any and all correspondence in which defendants discuss 7M Films and its affiliates with third parties. Number 12. Produce any and all correspondence in which defendants discuss Robert Shin and his affiliates with third parties. 13. Produce any and all correspondence in which defendants discuss Melanie. Okay. Number 15. Produce any and all correspondence in which Miranda was discussed. 16. In which James Derrick was discussed. 17. Produce any and all tax documents for Catherine Paulson from January 2020 to the present. 18. Produce any and all tax documents for Without a Crystal Ball from January 2020 to the present. 19. Produce any and all contacts you have produce any and all contracts you have entered into with third parties regarding 7M Films, and etc. Number 20. Produce any and all contracts you currently have with any production companies. 21. Produce any and all communications regarding the production of an HBO documentary regarding plaintiffs. 23. Produce any and all communications regarding the production of a Netflix documentary. 24. Produce any and all contracts regarding the production of a Netflix documentary about plaintiffs. Then please see plaintiff's memorandum of law in support of its motion to compel, along with plaintiff's reply memorandum in support of its motion to compel regarding the legal reasoning for each individual request, as this has not changed since plaintiffs filed their motion. That's it. So it just sounds like, I can't help but to be reminded of how Katie has claimed, go ahead, sue me. I welcome it because discovery will be hell for them, because they will then have to hand over shit that backs my claims. Pretty well, I'm paraphrasing, but it's more or less what she said. For granted, she's known for saying that regarding Tati, but she said it here too. So it's funny because here it is. She's gotten that opportunity, that moment that she was daring people to give her. And here she is refusing to hand over anything. Anyway, it's funny. All right, let's go down here and chat. Hey, Triple Threat. She admitted that she was desensitized to CSA and SA. Yeah, I know she said that, but I'm not curious, but I don't see. She can't be claiming that she's desensitized to it because of what her reporting or whatever, because I think there's most of the community here has read most of her work, if you will, and there's nothing there for her to be desensitized from. It's not that. I mean, I don't see anyone else here being desensitized from simply reading her shit, So I'm kind of curious, how easily had she become desensitized then? I don't know. I mean, because there are the people who talk about this type of desensitization are people who have who have investigated these crimes for a long time, for years, for decades. She's neither been investigating anything like this for years or decades, nor is she any kind of investigator. So, or police or law enforcement or whatever. So I don't buy the whole desensitized thing. I don't buy it. No, I mean, what I mean by this, I don't buy it when she says it. I don't mean anything about you telling me about it. Aaron, you don't own cats, they own you. Yeah, I think you're right. Your cat wants to drink with you. Yeah. And my cat always seems to be right there up my face whenever I do have a drink. But, oh my god, April, my dog does the same. My dog loves coffee. Like, I make it in the morning and it's like she can smell it and she's right there, right at the heels of my feet, just like looking up at me like she wants some of it. And I think that she likes the creamer. I don't know. I don't think she's ever had the creamer, but I think the smell of it, she recognizes the smell of it because my dog loves whipped cream. And I use French vanilla creamer. So, and every once in a while, I would put like a little bit of whipped cream in my coffee too. Not often, but when we first brought her home as a puppy, um, we had whipped cream, and she was just like the look on her face when we, squirted out, like the sound and everything makes she's just like, wow, what the fuck was that? So we gave her like a little tiny bit of it, and oh my god, so she will be on the other end of the house, sound asleep in the middle of the night. And like if I get up at like 4 a.m. or something and I make coffee and I put a little tiny little bit of whipped cream in there, like one squirt or something, she hears that shit. She perks up and she will run the fuck out in the kitchen and just sit there looking at me like, oh no, you're not putting this shit away without me getting some, like it's, oh, it's funny. It's so funny. Like I said, my old dog, our dog who we sadly lost a year ago, Punchy, she would literally drool and make this huge puddle and be a slobbering mess over bacon. I get that. I think all dogs pretty much do that over bacon. But this dog, no, this dog does this shit over whipped cream. It's crazy. But but all right. I just want to come on stream for a couple minutes. I'm gonna wrap this up because it's almost 1, and I have my friend Jen stopping over for a minute. We with my work schedule and shit, we don't really get to meet up and do the shit we want to do during the day. So we're going to do it now at 1 a.m. We're going to do microdermabrasion on my face tonight. I'm a little scared. I don't know. She knows what she's doing though, so I trust her. I think. Well, if I don't stream for a few days, you'll know why. So yeah. All right. Thanks for being here, guys. I will see you guys maybe tomorrow. We'll see how my face looks. Have a good night. Bye.